Hey everyone, good evening. So it's time for some more Darkest Dungeon 2. Already beat the game once on the first stream, that was interesting. So now I kind of want to find some interesting combos, unlock the other classes, see what else is in the game, and experiment a little bit. I actually already played a little bit with the Jester, not too much, so we'll give it a shot today. Today is probably not going to be a 10-hour stream like last time, if only because it's a later start as well. But we'll see where we can go. So, let's start a new run then.
Remain undeterred, and you...
I'm really looking forward to seeing more content. And I'm sure not everyone will be happy with how different the second game is, but personally, I really like it. I actually really like that they eliminated a lot of the grind, because as much as I liked Darkest Dungeon 1, and I played it a lot, it got really grindy at some parts of the game. So I'm kind of glad that that's pretty much mostly eliminated here due to the nature of the second game and the way it works. Alright, so there's actually a combo I wanted to test here. We will definitely take the Plague Doctor. We will take the Jester. And we'll actually take this mass and the runaway.
Seeking to outpace the past.
They should actually both work pretty well in this setup. There's still a leper at 12, I'm pretty close to that, and then a cultist at 15. We'll probably unlock the leper pretty soon. Alright, let's give it a shot then. Level 15 is the occultist. I also unlocked the runaway skill that I failed to unlock the last time.
The flame.
It's actually a pretty good one, I can show you.
The last hope.
I think it was this one, yeah. So it's an AoE burn on the front line. So definitely going to use that. In fact, let's swap out some of the skills already. We can use smoke screen here. Definitely dragonfly, that's a good one. Cauterize, that's a nice heal. A smoke screen, yeah. Probably ransack, because that allows us to move forward. And then searing strike, I think. Hey Austrian Golf Dude, thanks for the Prime sub, appreciate it. Alright, this should work nicely. So that's the runaway. Let me check the others really quick. On this mass, we definitely want point blank shot and a duelist advance. So no need for pistol shot right now. Jester doesn't have anything new yet. But with this setup, a battle ballad should actually be quite useful, because you can move someone forward and give them a damage buff. So that's actually not a bad combo with point blank shot, which is a pretty strong attack, but it has to be used from the front and it moves you back when you use it. So then you can use Battle Ballad on this mass, move him back to the front to use it again, and he will have the damage buff to go with it. And for the Plague Doctor, we obviously want an ounce of prevention. I don't like indiscriminate science. We'll take that. Plague Grenade is good. The rest looks fine, can always swap it around later. What quirks do we have? Fragile. 10% chance to get +1 stress when damaged, and minus 15% maximum health. I'll have to get rid of that at a hospital, that's really bad. That's really bad. What else? Plus 15% bleed resist, alright. Not sure what these do. Minus 10% damage. Breacher. Breacher is nice. Okay, we'll have to get rid of Fragile. That's really bad. I actually heard the lures can be harder than the actual final boss of the first chapter. I actually haven't done any lure myself,
Take all you can.
so I can't comment on that. But I've heard people say some of the fights at the lures are harder than the final fight. Honestly, without spoiling anything for anyone who didn't see, the chapter 1 fight, the final fight, is more a battle of attrition. So it's not so much about the difficulty, but more about endurance
Spend our days rambling the woods,
and not dying.
thinking excitedly of esoteric theories.
But it was an interesting one. It will be on YouTube if you missed it here. Just like not today or tomorrow. Oh yeah, also let's equip some combat items, might as well. So healing salve. Here, you can grab that. 4 healing salves. Smoke bomb. And we got some trinkets. So stun resist. That will come in handy, I'm sure. And there's some burn resist. Here you go. Alright, onwards. What can we do here? Yeah, not a lot of options here.
An unexpected find.
I'll keep that in mind, Health Remote 7. I might do it for science, if I get the opportunity. I mean, I already beat the game once, on the first stream, so now I want to see what else
The winds whip
there is.
harshly on the far side of the brook.
So I do want to see all the alerts.
Echoes of allies reverberating in the void. The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Alright, so now the idea with this setup is that I'll be able to move back and forth with Bonnie and Dismas using their skills. Because she has Ransack, which can be used to move her forward, and Dismas has Duelist Advance and Point Blank Shot. So they can keep swapping back and forth. We'll see how that's going to work. But generally the idea is to use Point Blank Shot as much as possible. Maybe combined with the Jester buff, because that's quite a strong attack right there. We'll see how that's going to work. Hopefully the Plague Doctor with upgraded ounce of prevention and the Jester with Inspiring Tion will be enough. This is not as good as Bolster, but I want to see whether this is going to be enough or not. Honestly, right now, the only class that feels irreplaceable is the Plague Doctor. Ounce of Prevention is just a little bit too good
Impunity.
compared to everything else out there. So I think there needs to be some kind of alternative.
Rest and resupply await you.
A good alternative. I'm sure things will get changed and rebalanced.
The fire is lit. The table is
And
set.
so far, I really love the overall vibe of the game. It's so good. Alright, what do we have here? Storage trunk, very nice.
Vital to survival.
I'm really bad at inventory management. Anything that gives more inventory space is amazing. And I guess we'll go with the obvious first upgrade, which is Ounce of Prevention. Honestly, there is no real reason to not upgrade this first. Every single time. Which is why it's a little bit too good compared to everything else. It just makes so much sense to upgrade this first. So there we go, let's check the provisioner.
But fairly priced.
I'm probably going to save my relics for two things. The hospital, for the quirks, and for affinity items at the provisioner. Right now there are none, so I will not be buying anything. That's pretty much the two best uses for relics, by far. Alright, let's see what we got here. +1 mastery point. Avoid the hospital. Avoid the hoarder. Well, early on I'm not going to have enough baubles for the hoarder anyway. So let's go for the sprawl.
Our great cities burn.
I'm kind of glad accuracy is not a thing anymore,
Ash on the wind.
because I have terrible luck with that. I mean, you watched me play XCOM 2, so you know my luck with a 95% shots.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined.
Alright, let's take a look at the map first. We have a choice between a question mark, or a question mark.
Is futility itself.
Resistance encounter over here. Okay, hero shrine on the left, so I would like to go to the hero shrine. So I guess that means we're going left. Hero shrine is always a good thing.
So that others may flee.
I might actually continue unlocking the runaway. I quite like the runaway so far. Pretty nice class. XCOM hates all equally. Yeah, that's true.
They
Can't wait for XCOM 3 to troll everyone.
themselves in the face of the end.
Alright, what do we have here? Fanatics. You know, I don't like fighting fanatics first, as the first fight of the run. Because that can go really poorly sometimes. Especially when you don't really have a lot of combat items, you don't have upgraded skills. But okay, let's do it. Hopefully I'm not going to regret that. Wait, just the fatty? Okay, that should be easy then. Just the fatty? Interesting. Alright, so now what I can do, I can use right there, point blank shot, and now if I want to, I can give myself battle ballad. Get a damage buff and then use point blank shot again on the next turn. What's this dude's burn resist? 40. Okay. Let's just smoke screen to blind him, cause he can hit for quite a bit of damage sometimes. Alright. Buff or resists.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Nice maze, bro. How many times in a row is he going to attack? Calm down. Alright, what's his bleed resist? Only 10. So slice off. Jester still has some nice bleeds. So it could work nicely in a dot group. Dots are definitely quite powerful in Darkest Dungeon too. They have always been powerful, but definitely still true in the second game. Yeah, that's a lot of dots already.
A brilliant conclusion.
And he's almost dead. Well, that was easy, but it was only one dude. I expected an entire group, not one guy. Not that I'm complaining. Nice crit, 25 damage. That's what I like to see. And done.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
We got some baubles, relics, stimulants, playing cards, nice, and a burn resist trinket, plus 25%.
The loathing festers.
Alright then, let's equip that right away, probably on this mass. He has 40, the runaway has 50. Alright, there you go. Plus 15% damage for ranged attacks. You know, it's not always completely clear which attack is ranged and which one is not. I mean, you can kind of deduce it from the kind of the skill that it is, but I think it should clearly say on the tooltip somewhere whether this is a ranged attack or a melee attack. Not just rely on quote-unquote common sense, because common sense and video game logic doesn't always align, you know? Not necessarily anyway. I'm actually not completely sure which character this would work best on. In theory, on this mass, is point-blank shot a ranged attack? I mean, it's with his gun. He's firing his gun. So, in theory, this is a ranged attack, right? But it has, like, melee range only. Okay, we can give it to him. But the Duelist Advance and the Wicked Slice are definitely not ranged attacks. Yeah, it's a close range attack. Don't tell Bradford. Definitely don't tell him. Alright, here you go. And now we're going left because we want that hero shrine. By the way, this yellow and blue outline, in case it wasn't obvious, basically tells you where your party wants to go. So if you go left, where it's blue, they will gain a little bit of stress. Just in case that wasn't obvious. So, road fight. Oh, does it? Oh, in combat, right, okay. So, not on the actual character screen, but rather when you're actually fighting. Alright then, well, these are easy. We can use Dragonfly here. That should be quite nice upgraded. Yeah, now it says ranged. So this is ranged. But you can't actually see it on your character screen. And you cannot switch trinkets in combat. So I still think it should tell you somewhere on the skill tooltip that this is ranged, so that you can make decisions for these trinkets. Because now I can't swap my trinkets if I wanted to do that. But good to see that it does actually say it somewhere. So this is in fact a ranged attack. Which was the implication because he's firing his gun. But again, it's video game logic we're talking about, it's not always that obvious.
There is comfort in company.
One down. Hey Shmo Gaming, thanks for the Prime sub. Or normal sub, appreciate it. Point blank. I might actually upgrade point blank next. That is such a high damage skill. And it should work really nicely combined with the Jester. And now with that Trinket. Yeah, the only problem is when they shuffle around too much, but that shouldn't really be a big deal. In fact, even these positions should work fine. As long as they are not all the way in the back. Yeah, the Jester can use Fade to back, like so, to back up and push other people to the front. And then, for example, like this. Question is, will this be enough for stress management? Hopefully you don't need both the bolster and the Plague Doctor skill for stress management. Alright, onwards. I think we can equip something. Yes, indeed. Oh, plus 15 flame, alright. So I think I might actually finish unlocking the runaway skills. I know she has one skill I want to get, which buffs somebody else in her group and allows them to do fire damage or something like that. I definitely want to unlock that. We have 76 flame. Yeah, let's get some food loot, maybe coach equipment. 6 relic loot is fine.
The Wainwright awaits, eager
What
to
did we
ply
get?
his trade.
Chance to stress heal a random hero each road segment. That sounds pretty nice. Not sure how high chance we're talking about, but less stress is always a good thing. We improve the affinity by a little or a lot, and a -1 stress. More speed until the next inn, and boxing gloves. That was a pretty nice haul right there. Alright, so Hero Shrine up ahead.
We must
Let's see what we can unlock.
past if we are ever to be free of it.
Yeah, let's go with the bunny. So like I mentioned earlier, I did get the unlock that I failed during the last stream.
5.
So now it's going to be chapter 5. Haven't seen that part.
She stood in the center of the inferno, transfixed by its swirling kaleidoscopic beauty. Her rapturous fixation was cut short by a heavy beam falling from the ceiling, blocking the door. Panicked, she dove headlong through a window as the cabin bloomed into a pyre. Heaped upon the wet grass, she heard the screams of her adoptive parents, trapped and burning in their bedroom.
Okay, so we just straight up get the last 2 skills. Nice. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, Fire Starter. So the target will apply burn damage on hit. And it works with AoE skills. And then Backdraft. Requires monster in front. Oh, to be on fire, I assume. It ignores guard. Interesting. Oh, deals 50% of remaining burn damage on a monster in the front as damage to target. Right. That's interesting. So I think that means I'm done with the Bonnie's unlock. We can maybe get something for the Jester next. But that's all the skills. That's basically it, 5 chapters. I don't think I'll be switching anything here. Firestarter would work best with some other classes, with AoE skills. I didn't necessarily build this group with that in mind. The best one for that would be like men at arms. You mean today? No. I did on the last stream. Not going to spoil the last encounter, but it was interesting. You'll see it on YouTube. Alright. Yeah, let's just start with ounce of prevention. No reason not to, really. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, weren't you here, actually? So I could try to pull the widow to the front. That might be better. She's way squishier. Move this mass to the front, and then we can use point blank. There we go. I'll probably upgrade that skill soon. 20 burn resist on this fella. He does have dodge, but oh well. We'll hit him anyway. Here, have some blight. And some bleed. And another one. Or not? I don't think we need a heal here. Okay, his stupid dodge is a little bit irritating, but he's not going to keep it for long. He adds quite a bit of stress as well with the howl.
Jinx findings.
Hey Quimley, thanks for the prime sub, appreciate it. Alright, point blank. Yep, dodge again. I still have to actually kill him. Already 5 stress as well. Okay, he's not going next just yet. I want to reduce our stress a little bit before we move on. He'll die one way or the other. We have one more turn. That'll do.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Not the most impressive lot ever. But I suppose it was just a road fight. Oh yeah, watchtower. Give me some more useful info here. There's another hero shrine, and there is a hoarder we're supposed to avoid. Okay, so I can't avoid the hoarder if I want to go to the hero shrine. Okay, whatever. We should go to the hospital, if I actually have enough relics. I have enough relics. To remove fragile, that's actually really bad. I do not want that.
Think carefully.
Hey Milamber.
Today's over.
So we're going straight.
Tomorrow's regret.
Alright, let's remove fragile. And that's 16. I definitely don't want that.
Not be defined by our shortcomings.
Probably not worth removing anything else. We could lock something, but that's a bit expensive. I could lock Breacher, but I can't quite afford it. I could remove minus 10% damage. Probably not worth it. I don't think I'm buying anything here. No. I would consider buying a stun resist trinket, but there isn't one. So time to move on. This mass is at 6 stress already. It's that stupid howl.
Unhinged by the
Alright, so now, unfortunately we will go for the Hoarder, but we'll get the Hero Shrine. So that's another skill unlock. I mean, not exactly a big deal. And maybe we'll buy something from him. Yeah, dartboard. Let's buy a dartboard. There we go. That's probably it. A bear trap. There is a stun resist trinket, but only 10% version. Let's save for something better. Alright. So, onwards to the Hero Shrine. I might unlock the Plague Doctor next, because I will almost always have the Plague Doctor, probably. He's kind of hard to replace. Right now he's sort of irreplaceable. Makes sense to unlock his skills. He does have one good skill right at the end, if I remember right.
Chapter 4.
So that's chapter 4.
Grade. Success.
I really like these mini encounters. Even something as simple as unlocking skills has a lot of characters in this game. Like, this is really interesting. They could have just, like, unlocked the skill and that's it. But no, they built, like, these mini encounters around it that tell you a backstory of the character. So, hold on. Stabilize the patient, okay. Reanimated professor. Oh, is this the same exact guy we were debating with earlier? Yeah, this is exactly the same guy from an earlier encounter. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. Alright then. Yeah, she debated the professor to death. Made him, like, choke to death or something. No, he doesn't look too good. He's a little bit pale. So restrain him. Oh, he resisted. Okay. Yes, keep still. You can actually fail these, by the way. Don't die on me, bro. Although, you could argue that he's already dead. And that's a pretty big bleed. He doesn't want another debate? Yeah. Stab? Why would I want to stab him? I don't want to stab him. Okay, everything else is blocked. The only thing I can do is stab him. That doesn't seem like stabilizing the patient. At least that's a pretty weird way of stabilizing the patient, if you ask me. Don't die on me, bro. I'm supposed to stabilize you. Okay, so the only thing I can do now is stab him. True, that is a pretty stable state. You're not wrong. I assume that's like not what we were supposed to do. But actually, yeah, it is.
Wailing was hard.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I guess stabbing him to death, they'd stabilize him. That is a pretty stable condition. Like, it's not going to change. So we unlocked cause of death. It seems very appropriate. So hold on. This ignores block. Variable damage. Oh, and deals 75% of remaining dots on the target as damage. And removes them. Right. Interesting. yeah, these chapters are hilarious. I love it. Alright, road fight again. Okay, 8 stress on this mass. We might want to reduce that a tiny little bit. Here. That should help. Oh nice, they just became friends.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
$17 damage. Non-crit. Okay, they do have horror. The woodsman can do quite a bit of damage there. Here, more stress reduction.
We rely only upon each other. Cooperation is the key.
The resists are pretty low. And he's already blinded. Here you go. More dots. Many dots left side. So he has 5. Yeah, we can still... No, we can't. It has to be higher than 50%. It can't be exactly 50%. Fair enough. And more dots then. Yeah, killing that big guy now will probably be easier. Now we can use Dragonfly to give them both a burn. Now I can use Battle Ballad. So that should kill it right there. Plague Grenade. That's a lot of dots. Hopefully the dots will kill him. He should die from the dots. He has 25 death blow resist. The urchin will die anyway. He has 0 death blow resist. Might as well hit the woodsman. So 5 out of 10. Alright. There we go, got him. So I can't use Slice Off on the target all the way in the back, unfortunately. Here, have a Blight. And this is where a Grave Robber would be useful to get rid of that huge-ass corpse.
Can make all the difference.
There is comfort in company.
I might have to actually destroy that corpse. As much as I don't want to. Well, yeah, not needed. They're all dead now.
Find.
Not the most impressive loot again, although plus 2% crit is not totally terrible. When you have like 10%. So let's see. I'm definitely keeping this. We got a few more combat items here. A large heal, remove stealth. I might use a large heal at some point. What's his crit? 10%? 5%? Yeah, this mass would be best with extra crit, but I want to keep the damage buff. She can have it for now. I'll probably replace it with something else later. They are both tanks. The runaway and this mass are both tanks in this scenario.
Desperate and wanting.
They can swap each other with their skills pretty easily, so that's the idea. What do we have here? 32 flames, so we're a little bit low, but I can increase it. Loot. For the loot, flame. Mixed quirk. Food. Let's see what we can get. I didn't quite catch that. And that looked blue, however. Lazy. Not motivated to do all that much. Isn't that just like the default state? You don't need a quirk for that, right? So we can go for academic study.
We must keep moving.
That probably makes sense. I don't need a hoarder all that much right now. So let's go for academic study. Yeah, but that's just most days. It's not lazy, it's efficient, alright? I'm just doing the work that needs to be done as efficiently as possible.
Mistimed. Misdirected.
Yeah, so this is the guy with Howl again, meaning more stress. I can actually remove the dodge with tracking shot, but makes more sense to kill the lost soul first. And that should be pretty fast, it's literally almost dead already.
The slow suffering begins. Cooperation is the key.
I know, right? He's just working smarter, he's not lazy. Let's blind this fella if we can. There we go. Yeah, remove the dots. No? Okay. Well, not much point shooting the corpse, obviously. That would be a little bit silly. This group can actually shuffle around really easily, and a lot. Let's heal that up. Cauterize is a really good heal, but you need the target to have a bleed. Otherwise you cannot use it. But there are a lot of blaze in the game, so it usually works pretty well. Yeah, I can't use point-blank shot with that corpse in the way. Here, have a blight. Don't have that much time left to kill him. And a blade. That's 7 per turn already. And another one. 10 per turn. Not bad. 12 per turn. Yeah, the dots can stack up pretty quickly. And one more stress reduction.
Company.
And done.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
We got some stale bread for all our effort. Alright, so academic study up ahead. That should be some loot. Okay, so the only option is to leave. Interesting. What a dull subject for a portrait. Okay. I mean, my only options are to leave and leave. I guess we're leaving then. They can't appreciate art, clearly. How uncivilized. Alright, the Guardian up ahead. So far I'm quite liking this group. Question is, will this be enough to manage the stress? We'll see about that. Okay, so this fella in the back. Need to keep an eye on him. Preferably kill him quickly. Nice! Insta-kill right there. So this guy can't get to the front.
A slow dissection.
Well, I mean, he can, but it wouldn't be a great idea. He does have block plus now. I can kind of push him back by pulling other enemies towards me. So that would kind of work. Yeah, thing is, if I hit him with a ransack right now, that will pull him forward one tile. I do not want that necessarily. I'm okay with leaving two corpses in the front. Okay, good. There's a blight. We killed everything else, except the sacrificial. Usually not how you want to do this kind of group. And done. So we can definitely do more, because this is up to 3 fights. Yep, let's do another one. Maybe we can do all 3. We'll see how it will go. Right, so hold on. Let's get some dots going. Definitely a dot on the sacrificial in the back. Or he can resist. I got good dots on the immolationist, however. In before I kill him last again. I don't actually know how much damage he will do because I never let him get to the front, and I like to keep it that way. I would definitely prefer to keep it that way. And that's a lot of moves in a row. Don't explode in my face, bro. Alright then, this is a little bit awkward. I need to either kill him before he goes next, or I need to pull somebody else to the front. Like this fella. There we go. He still resisted. Alright. And I resisted again. That's fairly unlucky right there. Now they will get 3 moves in a row. I need to reduce my stress a little. Good resists. Yeah, we'll kill him, but that took quite a bit of effort there. Resisted again, really? Yes, really. Here, got him. Now I need to reduce some stress. No, not really impressed. This mass is at 6.
There is comfort in company.
So one more fight after this, if we want to do that. Might as well heal. So, do we do the last one? Plus 50% blade resist if Dark Impulse is also equipped. That is not bad. Alright, let's do the last fight as well. For science. Okay, I know this guy. So this is definitely a tougher one. But should be doable. Might be a good moment to use some combat items. They're usually pretty easy to get anyway. So this guy has 51 health, but I can do quite a lot of damage to a target in the front. There we go, 19 critical. Makes the most sense to focus on him, I think. I might smoke screen him. He has 20 debuff resist, so blinding him might be helpful. There we go. I kind of want to reduce some stress here.
There is comfort in company.
Cooperation is the key. In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Okay, he didn't miss anything, even though he's blinded. Okay, bro. That's not how it works. You were supposed to miss. He has 25 bleed resist. Let's actually move this mass to the front and give him a damage buff. Oh, I can't move him to the front, but I can give him a damage buff. Stress looks fine for now. There's a miss. I was waiting for a miss. So 15% crit. He's down to half already. 25 burn resist. Let's give ourselves some more speed and another damage buff. Yeah, killing this guy first makes the most sense right now.
A breakthrough.
Nice one. So that's 6 per turn. I don't think I need a heal. So 15, and he will take 6. You're going down. And another dot, so that's 8 now. We need 4 more damage and then actually kill him. Look at all these dots. 12 damage per round now. I still need an actual killing blow. There we go, with riposte. I love riposte. Stress is a little bit high, but we should be fine.
There is comfort in company.
Just need to get rid of these fellas. They are mostly nuisance. We can remove their dodge with tracking shot. And pull it to the front. Yeah, more stress reduction.
Company.
Get this huge ass corpse out of the way. Maybe blind them a bit. Make this faster. There we go. That will help. Now we can pull one to the front and then use our buff, hopefully. Oh yeah, the corpse is gone. That will make things a bit easier. So now we have a guaranteed crit because of our buff. Looking good. That's 5 damage, 3 damage. Let's reduce our stress one more time. Okay, I can't. I can heal myself. Yeah, let's do that. Plus 16. It will remove both the buffs, but it's not like I need them anymore.
The work continues.
And done. So +1 mastery. We got the loot. Let's move on.
The loathing.
I will have to dump a few things. I think we can equip some combat items, however. I don't need this. Anyone else? Trinkets. So I don't have a Dark Impulse yet, but we might as well equip the trinket to save inventory space. Obviously. There, this way I don't actually have to destroy anything. Well, we don't know who the final boss is going to be yet, because there's only one chapter out of 5. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to spoil things. Mortal Kombat type idle animations. They are a little bit like that, now that you mention it. And Neat Freak. Plus 10% damage, but blinded at the combat start. Okay. 15% chance to start blinded at the start of each round. That's pretty bad. Alright, we got 2 dartboards, we got playing cards. Let's use the playing cards first, because that's for the entire party. Then we can check who could use the dartboard. Bonnie and Paracelsus. Yeah, looks good. And one more. There we go. What else? -3 stress. Dismas. Heals 25%. Strength buff. Right, chance for positive or negative affinity. And that's blocked. Plus speed until the next inn. -1 stress for 2 targets. I'll probably get rid of slime mold. No real need to use that, it's pretty bad. Increased healing received until the next inn. I'll probably run out of inventory space anyway, might as well use it. Alright, what else do we have here? Right, the ice box increases quality of looted food and the chance to stress heal a random hero each road segment. That sounds pretty nice.
Learn what can be
And we have 4 mastery points.
and just a little taller at the
Let's
end.
see then. I'll probably upgrade Indiscriminate Science. That's a very good upgrade. It allows you to heal and remove the negative tokens as well, not just the positive ones. So it's a really good one. That's 1 point. Probably upgrade some of the dots. Probably a point-blank shot with how much I will no doubt be using it. Yep, that's kind of the point of this group. So that is a good damage upgrade. Maybe the Jester. The slice of upgrade looks interesting, that would blind the target. Fade to black would also combo the target. So would the Razor's Wit. Inspiring Tune will probably come in handy sooner or later. So that's what I'm thinking. Just to be safe in terms of stress. And then probably a dot on Bonnie. What about the AoE? Yeah, right here. That's a good one. 4 burn damage instead of 2 on 2 targets. Yep, sounds good to me. That's a good one. No affinity items, so I think I'll pass. Plus 20% maximum health trinket. I would prefer to save until 70 bubbles. A plus 20% stun resist would probably be useful in case we get all the way to the end. So just kind of buy it preemptively. Honestly, I might just do that. It makes sense. I'm just going to grab it. I probably won't be using that crit trinket. Okay, where to? A +1 mastery point, +2 mastery points. Okay, the goal is to clear out the lair, or clear out the lair. And the reward is +1 mastery point or +2 mastery points. What a choice! What a choice! Very exciting choice indeed. Minus 20% blind resist. Well, the left one definitely looks easier. Oh, somebody said that this is basically the toughest lair encounter in the game. Right here. Hey, Cancer Elf. I really like it so far. It's very different than the first one. Yeah, I think we should go for the tangle. Alright, let's do the tangle.
Tense. The front lines of a war that was never fought.